Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're well rested, having a good start to your day. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you enjoy our time together and all that. And my name is KuanYin. This coffee time is meant to give you a little bit of a glimpse into my daily practice and things that nurture my soul, things that help keep me sane and happy and healthy and wise and all that. And I'd love to hear it down in the comments section down below what nourishes your soul, what practices you have for dealing with times of stress or just a daily practice, all of that. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell because I try to make it on every morning at 9, and I might miss a day or I might add an extra video at an oddball time. All right, so you want to get notified of that if you want to follow me. All right, so I started doing this as like a video diary to keep track of some crazy times. Also to hold myself accountable to do something every single day. And so this is part of my morning practice. After I finish with you, I go on and do some more meditations. Sometimes I do some stretching or meditations before I come on. Or sometimes, just my daily shower in the morning. It feels so refreshing, and I just stand there, perhaps doing a body scan as the water's flowing down. And I imagine that the water flowing down is energy from the universe, filling my soul up for the day. So those are some ways that I practice outside of this video. And please let me know what you do in your daily practice. Yesterday, I got some bad news at work. It was involving a coworker that I love dearly. And she's having a hard time right now. She got hit with a bad HR decision. That doesn't seem fair. And I feel naming the emotions can help you to release them. I feel enraged at HR for what happened to her. I feel intense sorrow for her. I feel concern for her. And somehow where I dig a little bit deeper, I still have some guilt and shame bubbling up. That could have been me. That very well could have been me. And so I have some emotions to release on that. And I did this practice yesterday, and it helped. And I'd like to introduce it to you. And I could use another round on this subject. So, how many of you are familiar with EFT? If you are, please let me know what you know about EFT, how much you practice it, how it has helped in your daily life. For those of you who don't know what EFT is, it is emotional freedom technique, and it is basically tapping on certain meridian lines on your hand, on your face, on the chest, while saying certain phrases that help you to release. It uses kind of an acupuncture modality, more of an acupressure modality, in that it's triggering certain meridian lines as you are bringing up the emotions in order to clear them. And then once you've brought up the emotions, then you can implant new ones that resonate on a higher frequency for you. For example, I always start with the side of the hand. It's the like karate chop area. And that contains a whole lot of meridians, and we tap here for quite a while. And I'm just going to get started and do this for me. Even though my coworker, and I have to be careful not to mention the circumstance, even though my coworker found herself in some hot water and I'm feeling all the feels over that incident, I completely and fully and deeply love and honor myself and her. Even though I feel a sense of outrage, a sense of injustice over what happened to her, even though I'm having this feeling of injustice, that I feel powerless, I fully and completely love and honor and respect myself and her. Even though I'm feeling hopeless, that I can't do anything about what's happening to her, I feel completely powerless over this, and that makes me feel guilt and shame that I can't help. I fully, completely, and deeply love and honor myself and her and everyone else, including HR, that is involved in this circumstance. Then we move on to tapping points right above the eyebrow, on the temple next to the eye, right under the eye, under the nose, on the chin, right under the lip, collarbone area, underarm area, and then top of the head, the crown. So I'm feeling all these feelings and they don't feel good. I can't help my friend, and that makes me feel terrible. It makes me feel guilt and shame that I can't help my friend. I want to be able to do something. I want to take her pain away. I want to give her some help. I want to help empower her. And I feel like I just can't do that. And everyone has their different techniques. I just keep saying what I'm feeling as I'm circling around. And I circle around quite fast while I do this. So feeling those feelings, feeling that guilt, feeling that shame, feeling that powerlessness, feeling like I should be doing something. I should be doing something. But there's nothing that I can do. What could I do? I can offer her some comfort, and I have. I can offer her my phone number, and I have. I can ask her to call if she needs anything, and I've done that. But I can't take away the circumstance. I can't take away the pain. I can't take away the repercussions. I also can't take away the feeling that it could have been me. It could have been me. At work, everyone makes mistakes. No one's perfect. I've made the same mistakes she has. The mistake that she made that got her in trouble with HR seems so silly and stupid. It seems so pointless to punish someone over it. It's very unfair. It's very unjust. And on another day, at another time, it totally could have been me facing the repercussions that she's facing over a stupid, silly mistake. So I'm feeling powerless, and I'm feeling guilt, and I'm feeling almost that it should have been me. It should have been me. I've done the same things she has, all of us nurses at work have. It should have been me. It was an unjust decision by HR. Well, why should it have been me? I mean, why should it be her? But why should it be me? Is there anything that I can do to change the circumstance? Is there any reason why my feeling guilt and shame and my feeling like I want to take on her pain myself, would that do any good? If I walked into HR tomorrow and say, hey, I've done the same thing, here, give me those same punishments, would that do any good? Well, no, if I did that, instead of being one nurse short for a while, we will be two nurses short, and I will have no income. So it does no good to take on her pain in that manner. It does the world no good. It does me no good. It does the universe no good. I am needed right where I am. I can make a difference right where I am. I can learn from her mistakes and be a better nurse. And I can honor her by being a better nurse and by taking care of the residents. And I can be her voice at work. If part of the repercussions ends up being her reputation, I can speak out on her reputation because she is a good nurse. So I'm releasing all these fears of powerlessness. I can do something to help her. Even if it's small, I can do something to help her. I can be good where I am, where I'm placed, which is right where I'm meant to be at this time. I can do good. I can be the good that I want to see right where I am, right where I've been placed. I can release the guilt and the shame. I can release the feelings of powerlessness. Why? Now, as you're going through, I'm resonating with I can release the guilt and shame. I'm not resonating with feeling powerlessness, which tells me I need to tap on that a little bit more. Feeling powerlessness, going a little deeper. Feeling powerlessness. Why do I feel powerlessness? Well, the whole world is in flames and I want to save the world and I can't. And I feel powerlessness against the powers that be. Am I doing my part? Yes, I've got the little blue box helping to feed people in my neighborhood. That's the food pantry I was telling about in an earlier video. I contribute to my community as best as I can with the time that I have. I have gone to the protests downtown for Black Lives Matter. I've spoken out verbally as I can. I am exerting my power. The powers that be are scared. That's why all this stuff is coming up in the world, is because the powers that be are scared. They're losing their power and they know it. They know that we are all waking up, that we all have that power inside. They are running scared, like scared little children. They're throwing temper tantrums like scared little 3-year-olds. And I know this video is going into a lot of topic that I haven't yet gone into on this channel, but I'm tapping out my feeling of powerlessness. And I will explain perhaps in a further video my thoughts on the whole current social situation around here. And it goes deep. I'll make that for a future extra video, not a morning video. And I'm releasing all of my feelings of powerlessness because I am powerful, I am strong, I am whole and strong and beautiful and perfect. As God intends. God doesn't make junk. God doesn't make powerless. We are all powerful and strong and beautiful, whole, healthy. And now I release my coworker into the care of the universe. Ask the blessings of God, of her angels, of her guardians, to watch over her. And I release the guilt and shame, and I release any responsibility for what I don't own. Take a nice deep breath in. Release it with a sigh. Don't know about you, but I feel a whole lot better. And I'm getting toward the end of the video. I wanted to keep these short. And now I want to read 2 cards because I love that trust the vibe thing. Yeah, well, that was some important work I needed to do today. And before I even shuffle, this one jumps out at me. It's meant to be, and it knows I'm in a hurry. And again, this is the Trust the Vibes deck by Sonia Choquette. Expect the best. It all works out for the best. Everything will be okay. Expect the best. This is the perfect card. I'm glad that it jumped out at me the way it did, and I'm glad that I listened to that intuition and picked it up. It's all going to be okay. My coworker is going to be fine. Life will go on, and we all have learned from her situation. So I expect the best. KuanYin, what message do you have for me today? And for our viewers out there, for anyone who catches this on the replay. This one jumped out. Number 26. Shining Lotus. If you guys know what an 8 is, please let me know down in the comments down below. And these are progressives, so to read it, I have to go like this. Sorry, I'm going to look silly for a minute. These are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength. Don't go running into HR and saying, yeah, I did the same thing. We all are doing the same thing. Fire us all. She didn't get fired, but it was a bad repercussion. These are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering. I think that's very good advice and helps me with what I want to go do right now. Even in the face of challenge. And other times we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus to blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. There's a time and a place to be vocal. There's a time and a place to let the flow flow. Do you like my glasses like this? I'll read it one more time here. Shining Lotus. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge. At other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. Shining Lotus. Use that inner voice to know when to be a blossom in a tight little bud. Growing your strength, saving your strength. And when to allow that blossom to bloom forth as the sun shines down, strengthening you as you find your inner power and strength. Some really good messages for today. I came on not really knowing what I was going to talk about, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't have an agenda here. And I introduced you a little bit to the EFT tapping idea, if you haven't already known about it. And one of my favorite tappers is Brad Yates. I will link his channel down below so that you can get a sense of, you can go explore his videos if you want to learn more about EFT, emotional freedom technique for releasing pent-up emotions. And he has all the videos. He's got the instructional videos, how to do it. He's got videos on why and how it works. He's got hundreds and hundreds of videos on, okay, let's see. I'm going to go to his channel and type in headache. I have a headache. And then I tap around and, oh, wow, I no longer have a headache. Or feeling powerless, like I just did one. Or feeling, he's got a video on everything. You think of it, physical, emotional, spiritual, he's got one. I swear he does. I mean, maybe not on everything, but it feels like that. So I will link him down in the comments below, in the description below. And until tomorrow, I hope you guys all having a wonderful, amazing day. And I hope it warms up by this weekend. By weekend, I mean Thursday, on when I have a weekend up here in beautiful upstate New York. And yeah, so like this video, give me a comment what you thought of it, what you thought of the reading today, of the cards, of your experience with EFT, all of it. Anything that you want to discuss, any new ideas for future videos you want to hear about, let me know in the comments down below. And with all of that, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Namaste.